It's live. Oh wait, did I check the mic? Should be good. Hey there, welcome back guys. We're live. It's great. Special thanks to Afix. We're using Streamlabs. We actually figured out how to schedule the stream on YouTube. You could actually schedule the stream on Streamlabs, but we scheduled it on YouTube, and then from YouTube it actually pushed it to the Streamlabs calendar, and then you go into Streamlabs and then you just select when the time is right to go live. Hopefully we are live. You know that sometimes this happens. It says we're live, but we're not really live. Let me just go into the layout editor. Nice. The only thing I can't do is interact with the chats, so that I'll have to activate via YouTube. But I can see the chats. It says how many viewers, 0, and then it'll probably say 1 when I hop on board. And I just have to get out for a second, go to my editor, and then Studio Lab, right? And then editor, there we go, and Studio Layout. That's the only glitch with it, is when you go into studio mode, it just doesn't streamline the whole process, but we pretty much get the gist of it, and everything works out just right for you. But again, we need to make sure, we got 1 viewer, let's see who's here. It doesn't tell you who's here though. It just says top fans, top chat. Let me just double tap here and refresh that. Oh man. So the transition window does need a little fixing. I don't like when it does that. And now I'm going to, there we go. I like when it's like camera 1, camera 2. So knowing that and moving forward, 3D print of the week, thanks to Swedish Forge. Let me just go to YouTube. Never thought I'd see myself on YouTube. Great. So moving forward, we're going to be scheduling the 3D print of the week on Tuesdays until something happens. Last time, oh nice, it says we're live. That is so cool. This is great, because now we can get rid of many cams. Of course, maybe keep many cams as a backup, as a plan B, but you can always reactivate that. And then if all goes well on the next few live streams, we will just transfer over. And then finally, the search for the holy grail of streaming applications is over, because this Streamlabs is phenomenal. Let me just make sure our audio is good. On 5, 2, 1, 5. Okay? And there we transfer over. And then finally, the search. The good thing about Streamlabs is that we never had an issue with the sync offset of the audio. Sync offset, which means like 1, 2, it would be off. But Streamlabs is phenomenal in that way, and many cams could never fix that or work that out. But Streamlabs has so many subscribers or members, and that I guess they can't afford to do that, so they got to fix their shit and make sure it actually works. So that's a good thing. So we could say goodbye to that with Streamlabs. And also with Streamlabs, which is great, is that you can disconnect the camera and it'll connect again, which is just, we've never had that kind of success on the channel when connecting and disconnecting cameras. All right, knowing that, moving forward, let me just do the pop-out chat, because as you can see, you see me, and we get on with the show, which is a 3D print of the week. But let's make sure we tagged people, all right? Because this print is not thanks to me. Interesting. I'm just going to edit this video and tag Swedish Forge, because we would not have thanks at SWEDI Swedish ISH or interesting. There he goes. Well, he's got 2. Probably the one with the most subscribers, or maybe we just do, here, I'll share with you guys, or maybe we just do Samsung, transfer over. Great. Maybe we just tag both, right? Because he has an old page and the new page. Swedish Forge, and we already did the one with 6, so we'll do both, and then we'll save it. Hopefully it doesn't crash the stream. This is great, and there's a link in the description down below if you want to download this STL file. Really cool print. And now I'm just going to go back, and it should open up in a new window, and then voila. So that's the only thing, unless it's there and I'm not seeing it, the pop-out chat. I don't see that in Streamlabs. But interesting how we have, do we have audio? Yeah, we have audio. I'll have to fix this because you don't have me in there. You're like, wait, where's me? Where's Lou? Where's our host? So hold on one second. Let's go to full version of me. You get to have the full version of me. And then now, this way you don't see what's happening in this window because you usually get infinity view if I edit in this window within the application that's streaming. All right, knowing that and moving forward, Samsung, it's great because you can edit, right? And let me just make sure the sound is off. You can edit and then do things and then push it to the window. Can't, you know, with many cams you kind of could do that, but sometimes you'd accidentally be clicking the wrong window. So what I want to do is just add another layer to my layer. This is my layer, so that you can see me in the corner with my New York accent. So nobody puts Louis in the corner. So this is great. So now I just need to add a source. You can see if you want, but it's going to be infinity view. Let's see what we get here. I'll just transfer it over. See? Oh, nice. Doesn't really look like infinity view. So what I'm going to do is activate the bouncing ball cursor so that you guys can follow along. Because you're going to have to follow along anyway, because we're going to change the layers in our 3D print to make it more colorful and more beautiful and pretty. And we also promised, well, I also promised someone that I would show them how to speed up the print and make it faster. And since this is an hour print, we want to make sure that we can print the fish, which takes about 3 minutes, right? Well, let's just add Louis. Lou. Add new source scene, not sauce, but source. Where is it? Da, 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 da. There we go. And then I'm going to go to camera, see, video capture, and then add source, and then we want to add me. Look at me. But that would be for this particular window, and then we're gonna shrink this baby. See, it's behind it. Sometimes it can be deceiving. Except I don't recall what the size is, but we'll just make it a little. See, now I can transition it over, and now you see me and can follow along. And then you actually want to do that. I saw one of the, I don't usually follow the YouTube gurus, but there's the creator's attorney. She's really good. She sometimes will do pro bono videos and share what you should and shouldn't do with your videos. And one thing she did share was that if I can get this working, maybe put it in the middle. Yeah, and that should activate. Come on, you got this. So this is a glitch here. Come on, man. Whoops, I gotta click undo. Don't want to mess up my current setup. Looks like I did. I moved it. See, I just want to shrink that. I just need, there it is. Don't want it to be too big, too small. See, and this does it in the editing process, and then when you're ready to push it to real time, it goes to real time. Nice. And then you have camera 1, and you have camera 2, right? Camera 1, and then camera 2 is actually down here. Camera 2 is stuff transition. You could always copy the size, like when you stretch it out, there are numbers. See, 739 by 1003, whatever. But it depends. Yeah, it looks a little better, a little bit bigger. Full version of me and transition. Camera 1. Voila. And now I can put this back in this window because you actually want to have 2 monitors for that because it doesn't really do justice. Now I get to watch me. Wow, look, I made an adjustment. It's kind of neat, huh? I just want to see. Oh, this was another cool print. Actually, I'll share this one with you. Remember, every week we're back to 3D prints of the week, right? But me stuff. You guys send more prints my way. You know, if you have a print that you like and want to print, let's do it. Right now we're doing Swedish Forges print. Look at this one. This one's really cool. So what you do is you put in, you put the toothpick in like that. And then you want to, if you do it like this, it's not going to go anywhere. I don't think so, but You just have to be careful, not too far, but see, it's so hard because remember, it's a crossbow. Interesting. Okay, let's try that way. What's it gonna hit? I don't want it to break that though. We can do there, towards there. So what happens is, what? Sort of. It worked the last time. Okay, let's see. Let's pull that out. Well, it's like ass backwards. It's weird. Let's see. See? Okay, let's see. Now we go this way. Something's wrong with my print. See, it's supposed to, whoops, do it like that, right? But might have to print it again. And this wasn't me. It worked. I was like, that'll be a cool print to show everyone. Apparently not. Like, it literally is backwards. That sucks, man. It worked the last time. Let's see. Nope. Anyway, what would happen is you would shoot it and it would just it would like push the toothpick out, unlike the other one that we just printed, the revolver. Man, that sucks. Anyway, and I was gonna get off of this one to my neighbor. See, it's supposed to pop, but it's popping. Good thing we're not I want my money back. Anyway, you get the idea. I'll have to fix that. So let's go to our print. We're gonna go back into you really can't make this stuff up. When that happens, what? We say welcome back to everything that glitches. Hopefully we didn't lose anything. See, I just saved. Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Samsung only. Okay, I'll have to revert the transitions. All right, so we're gonna go to our print, right here. You're gonna download it. That's strange. Delete that. Put your URL in. I guess there's no H in the TTP. Sometimes Google will autocorrect it, but we have the link in there. Go here. See, there's our link. Let me just make sure it works for you guys. It's a great fidget. We're a big fan of fidgets. I love fidgets. One of my daughters loves fidgets too. Just gonna go here, make sure for those that want to follow along. I gotta see an ad, but thankfully I don't need to see the video. Yep, the link works. Okay, does a redirect there. All right, so what we'll do is we'll bring this out. Remember, we're gonna print the fish first. You can do the 3MF file. 3MF stands for download 3 right. Anyway, so you choose which one. I'm choosing this one. Single 0.2 millimeter layers, 2 on the walls, and then 10 on the infill. Usually it's 2 by default on the walls, but the infill is what we'll have to change. Okay. So if I click download, you could choose STL file. You'll have more flexibility and control. Nothing would be locked in. And then we go here to view the file. Depending on your opener, what you have, for us, we are, by default, it's going to open up in the Creality slicer. Okay. And you can choose for it to open up whichever slicer you want. The only downside is when you download these files and you open it up in your designated slicer, sometimes it'll push a designated printer. In this case, I'll just click OK. Now I'm going to select my printer. We're going to be printing from the Creality High. Unless we need spare parts, we'll push it to the other one. See, and this is our file right here, but it's got so many, over here on the right hand side, so many colors, but you can't see it. So hold on, let me move that over. Put Louis in the corner, right? Because we're going to, sometimes, depending on the stream we're doing, sometimes you can see your host because he's covered up. And we'll put that here for now and transition it over. Voila. So all these colors right here, that was being blocked by me. So we can, depending if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, 9 color multi, CFS system, great. More power to you. You can print all the colors in the world. Actually, I think my printer can handle it. I could do like a triple, but I only have, what I need, which is 4 colors. So I'm going to delete, and delete. I only need 4. See that? Now I need to match my colors. So we're going to go here, click it, double tap the first one, click the eyedropper, tap on my CFS system. If you don't have the colors, that's fine. Just start, slice it and change the infill. Okay. And then this one is the glow in the dark filament. We haven't done, I've done so many videos every week, but I have not pushed a glow in the dark print yet. I guess because we didn't have success on the live stream. Dave was here with us on the live stream. He's like, yeah, I can't really see it. So that's another reason why I haven't done glow in the dark. But I think I need to print something a little bit bigger and then go big and go home. And now I'm just going to click the eyedropper here. See, eyedropper. And then I should have all my colors. See? And these are my colors inside of my CFS system. I hope. Let's just double check. Hold on a second. Device. Yeah, looks like it. And then if we go here, 1 second. My phone rang. Details. We can get a sneak peek. Sometimes, not with this camera. This is the main camera that's installed on the printer. But if you look right there, we have the Beagle print camera. Oh, and always make sure your print bed is clear. Don't press print. It's our revolver. I was going to say caliber. Can you imagine that, printing like a little caliber gun on your printer? So what we have to do is we have to go here. Go to Chrome. New tab. Select Ender 3. Not Ender, sorry. Creality High. Wait for it to load. It should load. And then auto log us in. Remember me. And let's see what filaments we can't really see, but we do need to clear off the print bed. I actually have to put in a support ticket with the folks at Beagle because 1 second. Yeah, it's fine. Just to always double check. This way you're not printing the wrong colors. And that's it. So we downloaded the file, right? We've got it in our slicer. And now we're going to make the magic happen. Okay? So remember, the infill has to be, what was it, 10 or something like that? But you could always go back and see it right here. Infill 10, walls 2. Okay? So we'll go here. Prime tower, if this is going to be a multicolor print, by default it's going to do it anyway because it sees all the colors. When we tap it and we just get 1 and you go outside, we got nothing there. So we're going to paint it. We're going to hand paint it, even though all those colors were there. Sometimes you'll see the colors there, like on a previous print that we multicolored, you tap on it, colors would show up, and then you go here and be like, oh well, let's change this to this and that to that. That doesn't work. We'll download the STL file and see what happens. But knowing that and moving forward, let's change the settings. All right, so go here. You have flush. You have supports. No need to do supports on this print. And then you have outer walls, right? And then you have here, see, walls are 2, which we'll leave, right? And then now infill right there, 15. See that? In case you're wondering how we got there, again, third one down. Third one. This is on the Creality slicer. I don't know how it is on another slicer you might have. Bamboo, I think, is similar. I think someone copied somebody. Probably Creality, because this is not their original slicer. If you've been following me, they've had some updates, so they're trying to confuse you. And so yeah, so again, walls are 2. Infill, we will make 10. Infill just means how empty it's going to be on the inside. Okay, See, and then it'll revert back to the defaults, but we're not going to save it. So we're going to zoom in a little bit, right about there. See that? And then we're going to go to the paint tool, and by default we have gray, and then you choose the colors. We're going to choose height range, color it via height. And I want to do, let's try, you know, of course you'll do different colors. Let's do the orange first. I want to do here, and then so what you want to do is you want to increase the height range so that, let's say when you color it, see, you'll have that much orange. We'll select erase, because I really don't want that much orange. Erase, so I want a little tad of orange over on the top here. So you got to make sure you zoom in, and you see, look, and then shift and slide, the market bay technique. And then now, right about there. See that? Kind of neat, huh? And then we're gonna change the colors on the inside. So now I'm gonna change it to the glow in the dark. Glow in the dark usually works, but you know, not for any of our prints that we have. And then put that like that. See, add a little bit of white, and then for the other part, right, which is the top part, we're going to add a little bit of this really cool green. You could make them the same height or not the same height. You know, it's up to you on what you want to do. But I want to have a little bit of gray right at the top. See, like that. And then when I flip it over, right, see, it looks like that. Kind of neat, huh? This print will probably, oh, and then look, you have your little button over there. So it's a cool fidget. And sometimes it's hard with these fidgets where you print them because it's got a lot of moving parts and the shit don't work. This one will work, maybe, because the infill we changed to 10. I can tell you for sure that on 15 it's fine. But a lot of times with these moving parts, here I'll show you. Me stuff transition, everything just, whoops, don't break your stuff, everything turns into this. One moment please. I will show you that one, and I have another one laying around somewhere. One of the bolts. Oh yeah, this one definitely, this one definitely, and this one. So the success of the print depends on the STL file, so don't drive yourself crazy, but sometimes this will happen with moving parts. It just doesn't, you know, it just turns to, and this one, for good luck unlocking that. I believe we have one laying around somewhere that is unlocked, but it took forever. And then sometimes this will happen with prints that have moving parts. It just, you know, it's not me, it's you, it's the STL file, because my favorite, right, is when you print something in 3D and it just works. You know, not everything is going to be as successful. Look at that. See that? So, you know, something like this does require tweaking the settings, and it also depends on your printer, how hot it runs, or sometimes some of these do need to be unlocked, right? But again, if it requires tweaking, we will try to troubleshoot it on the channel, but I'm not a fan of it. You know, just to try and get it to work, to figure out why doesn't it work. But when you can print something like this, right, that works. And then you can print something like this that has moving parts, right? I forget how to open up this one. And works easily, you know, somewhat easily, but you know, you just, you know, requires a little bit of work, but it just works. And when you can print something like this, actually, before I show you that one, another one with moving parts, which is really cool. But most of all, I like this one. Oh, more moving parts, right? And it works. And then when you can print something like this and it works, you're gonna be like, screw it, you know, I'm not going to waste my time with that. When you've had enough experience with printing STL files that just function well after it's come off the bed, you're like, I'm not wasting my time with this crap, you know, because you have reached the point in your experience with 3D printing that you're like, you know, I printed enough prints with moving parts to know that the STL files just sucks, you know, because we have proof that we could actually print, right? If we follow the default settings, shit will just work. And then when you print something, let me put this back, that doesn't work, you might just challenge yourself to like, I gotta get that to work. And then that's basically the only reason why it will work. And then you can reach out to people on the forum, but that's another story. So yeah, so this one will work on 15 for sure, but I've never done it on 10. So without any further ado, me stuff, Sansom only, one moment, transition. All right, so now we're just gonna slice it. So you pick the colors. You may not have this color. You can do a pause print. I have a video that shows you how to do a pause print. You know, you can pause the print, but this is really cool, and do it that way. If you do want to do this in multicolor, what you would do is, if you want to do a pause print, let's say you have another other filament, right? You'd have to change it. So let's say I would do this here. Let me send it to the printer first. Send it. Remember, don't press print, because as you know, that's so weird. Usually we should have a preview there, live broadcast, but I turn it off so it doesn't echo. So I'll send only, and then I'll clean off the bed, and then I'll show you how to do the pause print in case you want to print this at another color, right? Because you can do it. Your printer will pause, and then you know you'll just change the color. So now I'm going to close it. So you see, after it's sliced, then you're in here in the preview menu. I don't know why they don't put it in the other like prepare. So the only way to slice the file is to be in preview, right? After slicing, and then you choose which layer. Let's say, oh, there we go. That's our first layer. And you see that little plus? Whoops. Oh, we'll put it there. Right click, see, and then you add a pause. There it's going to pause. And right about there, I think I don't know what color that is. Another different, oh, that's the glow in the dark one. And right there, add a pause. See, and like, yay, now you just have to be around. So now you just can't, like for me, I'm always around with my prints because I do it on my day off. And then we just delete it. If in case you're not happy with where it was. Because sometimes it'll jam. You know, sometimes this shit will turn to spaghetti. And, you know, and so that's the only way you'll see the plus. See, if I go back to prepare, I'm like, wait, where's my plus? Nothing. My +1. So this is it. We're going to do the prime tower just because it just works better that way. Go back to preview. We'll just zoom it on up so we can get the preview of how long it's going to take, which is right here, 1 hour and 6 minutes, which is great. Remember, we already sent it to the printer, but can't press print as of yet because I gotta remove that crap. I'm just gonna put these back. All right. This one, actually, I'll just leave these here for now and clear off the bed. This one's alright. It's fine. Alright, so now, just wasn't sure what that was. Now we can press print. Okay? And go back here. See our custom pleasure stick. It's not a sex toy. And then start printing. And then we don't need to do the print calibration. Depending on your printer, you may or may not. In this particular case, we should print the fish first, but I feel confident that we'll be okay. You know, usually you want to print the fish. The fish, actually, you know what? Let's do it, because this happened the last time, right? Do I have a fish laying around in here? Revolver. We did it before the revolver. Just press there. So we know our latest fish is the best fish. Start printing. Oh, wow. Interesting. When was that one? 8/16/2025. Would I do a multicolor fish? No, I don't want to do it because multicolors just take too long. Even though the print that we're doing is a multicolor print. Let's see. No. All right, let's do this. Because the reason why is because sometimes there's remnants of stuff in there, and so we can close this because we already sent it to the printer, and click yes. We'll save it in case something happens. We need to do it again. I wonder if the chats are working. Hold on. Let's select hi. Yes, great. So feel free to chime in on the chats. All right, so now I need to go to fishy. We'll go to find fish. There's the fish STL. And again, you want to, if you're doing a multicolor print, or maybe not even a multicolor print, maybe you're doing a 1 hour print, a 2 hour print, a 30-minute print, print this, because it will be a nightmare if you don't have your printer calibrated, or maybe something's defunct in there and you won't find out until like 10 minutes in. So we're just going to lay that flat. Okay, and then there it is. It doesn't matter which way it goes. I guess it's depending on the lines. If you want lines, don't like lines. So we'll click here. See, this will take 1 minute. Of course, it'll take longer because the print, the printer just takes forever to start up. Once it starts, it will take about a minute. And then we'll press start print. All right, and just make sure everything's okay. That's the color, which is fine and gray. See, make sure there are no models on your build plate. And when they mean is not hot babes, but other previous 3D prints. All right, so now we got there. Now that's going to start. We'll let that do what it's going to do. And let's see what we have here. Now I'm just going to go back so you guys can see me again. Full version of me. You get to see me. I love this just Streamlabs. It's just phenomenal. Let's figure this thing out. That is so weird. Literally, I don't know how it got defunct where, literally, because I did this on the live stream. Did I do this one on the live stream? I can't remember, but all I know is that maybe, oh, there we go. Nope. Printer started, but nothing's happening. This sucks. This is what we printed. All revolver, which is really cool. And it works too. Here, I'll show you. This was last week's 3D, but this one's from Afix. And again, before I start shooting it, it's still a gun. It's still a gun. It's even for me, I got in trouble at home. My wife was like, why are you printing guns? I was like, no, it's a cool 3D print. She's like, it's a gun. I'm like, no, it's a 3D print. She's like, it's a gun. And she's right. It's a gun is still a gun no matter what form it's in. So don't bring it to school if you print it. Don't bring it to CVS or to the store, because at the end of the day, someone's going to say, I saw a guy at the store with a gun. All right? And especially in this day and age, a gun is still a gun, and you don't even know. You could print lethal weapons with your 3D printer. Like, even though this one's a toy version, because it only shoots out Q-tips. Let's see. Let's see. Kind of neat, huh? So again, it's still a gun. It's still a gun. It's still a gun. Anything. I got into trouble at home with my own Karen upstairs. Not really, but she saw it as a gun and she was flipped out, like literally, like why are we printing weapons? It's like, it's not a weapon, it's a toy, it's a 3D print of the week. Not having it. Now imagine her that way. Now imagine running into a cop or a teacher, right? Or someone in your town. That would be her, right? Reporting you because you're walking around with a gun. And the reason why I keep saying we can't help but repeat myself, because you know, your whole life can change if you're young. We have young kids on the channel. If you brought something like this to school and you don't want that, you don't want to get suspended, and you were warned. All right, so now that that was last week's print. Anytime we shoot a weapon, I always, not shoot, but print the weapon, I always reiterate the fact that it's a gun, it's a gun, it's a gun. Because we've printed many on this channel. Check it out. We got this one, which is great. I like these colors. I might give this one to my friend Dan. We have this one and another color. This was the prototype. And then again, back to guns. Some of the systems, the 3D printers, will report you to authorities if you print a lethal weapon. For some reason, there's an article on it online where somehow your printer calls back home, and if it's online, like my system's online, it would know if I printed a lethal weapon, and then somehow it will report you. I don't know how true that is, whether it's a old wives' tale, but if you're going to do that, just know they'll pull a Nima Nilsson on you. I will find you. This one's really cool. I have a very particular set of skills. This one, because it shoots BBs, and this one has moving parts, right? And it worked on the first try. The only downside is you gotta print extra BBs. Kind of neat, huh? And then we have this one. This is this one. I like this one. The only downside is, again, you gotta have a lot of BBs ready. And then this one I like because the magazine drops, right, as you shoot it. This one's really cool. I'm not gonna shoot it because I don't want to go looking crazy for these. But the magazine drops, so you could be like a Bad Boys version. So yeah. Afix, if you got any more lethal secret weapons, please send them our way. As you know, Afix print, I think the other one was from him too, which was great. But we don't only just do weapons here. We also do mostly fidgets. This is like considered a fidget or a cool 3D print of the week, unless your wife thinks otherwise. It's a gun. And she was concerned because she's like, we have kids at home, you know, we shouldn't be doing that. It's a gun. But she sees it as like, oh, somebody will shoot someone's eye out. I don't know. Anyway, even this one is more dangerous. The crossbow, you got to be careful for, because that you could hurt someone. Not with this one. But this one is like ass backwards, because it literally reversed the tension and it goes the other way. I don't know why this happened. It's possible. I want to print. I'm going to print it again and see what happens. But the printer, see, the printer's still calibrating. I'm like, what? And it just sucks. Something happened. Could be, I don't know. I'll figure it out. That one's definitely not going to make 3D print of the week. But the point is that if you put it in, right, and you might think, oh, it's harmless, I'm just having fun. If it did shoot the correct way, it would shoot out, and you could hit someone in the eye. But this one isn't doing any damage because it's actually in reverse. It's like ass backwards. We'll figure it out though. So knowing that, moving forward, just waiting for the printer to start. Let's see what we have here. We'll transition. Go to just want to change one of the layers names. Samsung only. And then what I want to do is, in case you're wondering, see how this one says Samsung only? That's Samsung, right? Only. So what we can do is reverse this. Hopefully it lets us change the name, rename, call it Samsung Me. Excuse me, and then go here and then rename. Call it Samsung only. That's the monitor that we have here. We actually raffled off our previous monitor, and Afix won it. We shipped it out to California, and now I can go Samsung only. See, which is sometimes if I'm recording something and recording the screen, I'll do the screen only, like when you see because this application lets you record. And then I'll go here, and then if I want me in there, like on a live stream, then we do it. And usually, me personally, I'm in that corner whenever you see. And when you're doing a pre-recorded video, which is coming from here over there, you don't. Then you just throw yourself on the overlay in the video editing software. See, now we're here. Then we have camera 1 and camera 2. No camera. And then me. And like they said, you should always keep yourself in there on recorded videos. This way, the AI bots or someone won't steal your stuff. It's like a watermarker, sort of, for these live prints. But in this particular case, I need to put myself back in the corner because we're doing a live 3D print of the week. So, which means that Louis has to go over there. I could make another overlay and then just tap it, so I don't have to keep doing that, but it's fine. You know, it works well because I don't need that many duplicate cameras of the camera. So this is printing the fish, as you can see, no problem. We can go here into our other camera, camera 2. Go here. Remember, it's going to take like a minute or so to print. Hopefully I'm able to transition in time. Come on, you got this, Lou. See, there you go. That one doesn't really give you the best of angles because it works well for bigger prints, like the one we're going to be printing. We'll be able to see everything, and you know, for the live stream. And this one I'm not crazy about anyway because you can't either one. Camera 1, which is built in to the printer. Let me just shut that off. Because I think, oh no, sound is off. Okay, great. As long as your sound is off, you're fine. You get it like that. You know, either way, unless it's a huge print. But let me just go back here and how to by Lou and go back to the live. Turn that off for a second. Let me just shut that off. Oh no, sound is off. Okay, great. As long as your sound is off, we're fine. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure that it didn't echo in. Sometimes the because remember there's a mic inside of the see, and the fish finished. Yay! Inside of the printer, you can get audio, and then if that's just selected, you get echo. We learned that one from Brian. Brian's like, yo, the sound. So there, the fish is done. Now we can go to our 3D printer. Again, it's calibrated. We'll check it out and see how it looks. Send some me stuff. And then go here. And I'll get rid of these things. See, the print is done. Yay! See, and if you look, you'll see. Let's see. Samsung Me. If you look over here, you see like a little remnants of something. But let's check it out on the other camera, camera 2. And go here, Reality High. There's something on there, like a little speck of something. Do I have my printers here though? I should have my printers here. Hold on one second. Yeah, we do. There. Do you see anything? There's something on there. Hold on. Like remnants of something that would have turned the print to spaghetti. Yeah, there is. So we'll get rid of that. Now you could, to avoid that, is purge, like like we do on Ender 3S1 Pro. We can purge out and clean out the nozzle and let stuff come out up to a certain point so that doesn't happen. And then we just pray. Right, that the first color being printed is gray, but it's fine. It'll be cleaned out itself. Because sometimes something like this will turn your print into spaghetti, And we've had a lot of those back in the day. And on the live stream, I'd be like live stream, okay guys, I'll be back in a bit, you know, enjoy your print. And then for like 30 minutes, the print just went kaput and turned into spaghetti. And I'm like, no. And then live streaming, so, you know, we had to continue after, you know, we fixed it. And like, okay, take 2. Here we are again. Hey, welcome back, guys. In case you haven't seen, we're printing it again. So, you know, we live and learn, and we try to make these videos so you don't have to. So let me just go back to transition. And remember, it's a pleasure stick, but not a sex toy. So don't go sticking it where the sun don't shine. Pleasure meaning fidget toy. Got it? Except, yeah, I'm still in the corner. I'm going to press print. We sent it to the printer. Remember, we changed the, go back to start. These are the colors. You can change the colors if you like change your mind. You'd be like, oh, no, you know what? I want another color. I want another, you know, you just basically tap this right there, and, you know, you select the one of your choice. No need to print calibration because we just did. We got all the kinks out, and then now we're just going to see, now we press print. It's going to do the same thing again. Prepare. We can close this one, and now it's business as usual. Select no. And then we'll close this out. Close that out. And now, I guess since we haven't got, let me check my email and see. Full version of me. And then we're going to be doing a giveaway. For something. Hold on 1 second. Another bingo raffle. Let me just check to make sure no one else has put in a request in for 3D print of the week, because while that printer is warming up, we're gonna make a thumbnail for next week's video. All right, let's see, because we covered everyone. We did Affix, right? We did Markabay, and then now we're doing Swedish Forges print. I believe we did Markabay. If we didn't, correct me if I'm wrong. CVS. Nope, no one. And then, so I'm just going to close out my browser and then bring you guys back into Samsung only. So these are the prints that we have here. Oh, that's a YouTube template. Hold on 1 second. Looks like Word's going to open up. All right, we can close that. Subscriber prints. See, I saved you guys. Let me just I'm going to put myself back in, because even though there are subscriber prints, I want to make sure no one's email's in there. That happened one time, and then I had to stop the stream and delete it. So your info will never be shared. Because remember, there's always a delay, a few seconds. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. In case you want to see, no one's emails there, so Samsung only. Yeah. Because I cut and pasted them in. So yeah, so that looks like I'm next. It's gonna be my print, except Samsung me. Let me put that there. This way I always select the right one with me in it. Yeah, so we can close this, right? And go here. And then we can empty the trash. Printer is still working its magic. In case you want to watch and see. Reality and transition. Oh wow, that's a cool view. See, all your stuff is supposed to go there when it cleans out the nozzle, but sometimes it's not 100%. And you know, it is what it is. But that's why I do the fish first, to get out those kinks and colors that just are not part of the experience. We're not that orange is actually yellow, but it's not yellow, it's orange. They actually sent that to us. That was a YouTube collaboration, and they said, would you like yellow? I said, who doesn't want yellow? And apparently it's not really yellow. I had one, so I must have thrown it out. Yeah, I didn't like it. Like I basically said, I scratched it. I was like, you know what, I'm not printing this crap. The one that was locked in. But this one's really cool. Check this out. This was a 3D print of the week too. Russian roulette. So again, don't kill yourself if the print don't work when you have a print with moving parts, because as you can see, proof is in the pudding. What is it, 4? Nope, 1. I like this one too. That's really cool. Oh, what's this? Another one with moving parts. A little puzzle thing. A fidget. Can't remember if I... Yeah, I did do this one. 3D print of the week. But I like the challenge. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And the winner will be announced live next week. We have a little flashlight here. Just you can say lights out in the comments, and then that'll make you eligible to win this light. It actually is how many lumens is this? Really bright, many lumens, 680 lumens. It's multicolor RGB, so you can change the colors. I forget how to change the colors. I did a video on it. Let's see, it has USB-C charging. I have one. This one's mine. So the one you'd be getting is sealed in the box. But let's check it out right here while the printer is warming up. Again, we do raffles and giveaway on this channel because what am I going to do with all this stuff? I already made the video. People send me stuff. I do work with collaborations. Let's see. Email me stuff. Me stuff. Sound like the Hulk, right? Let's move the keyboard out of the way. Remember, you can leave in the comment lights out, and that makes you eligible for the bingo raffle. You have different levels of brightness. Remember, it's really bright, 680 lumens. Can't go wrong there. It's almost 1,000, and something so small and so powerful. Let's see. You have flashing, right? Battery could be dead. We'll let it charge though. Anyway, it works. You can check out that video. It's this one. See? We'll let it charge for a little bit. But you can see how bright it is. It's really bright. And it also has multicolor, like it has like rainbow effect. I'm not really sure what the rainbow one is, like why you would want to have a rainbow. I guess like to use it as a party light, but as you can see, it does need to be charged. We'll let it charge, and when it's like charged enough, see, we'll turn it on, which is a little messed up because I use this, right, and kept this in my hiking bag, thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna use it when I go hiking in case there's an emergency. Well, good luck with that. And when that happens, we say welcome back to Everything That Glitches, because I do have other headlamps inside my backpack in case I'm hiking and I get lost, not lost, but like wind up in a trail a little bit longer than usual, and it's sunset, and this was supposed to be my backup light. Like, you know what, my pencil is my backup light. See, now it turns on, but that's because we just added a charge to it, right? And then it's bright. You could triple tap. Oh my god, holy crap, that's blinding. I hope that I'm like, I can't see right now. Yeah, so that's bright. Remember, 680 lumens. Kind of reminds me of my see, and then you have other colors. You saw that blue? See, you can change the colors, and you have rainbow in there, rainbow strobe. You just hold it until you see the color you like. That's like blinding SOS. Here, I'll let you guys see in real time. Full version of me, and see, I'm still seeing floaters because see the purple, but you can change the color. I think if you hold it down until you see the color you like. See that? Green's changing, red, orange, and then see now you have see, and there's another one that it'll spin. And there we go. We're back to regular flashlight, which is white, and hold it down there. Anyway, I forget how to set it back. You'll figure it out because the directions are in the box, but it does make for a great backup light. Trying to put it back. Let's go back to your print because it started. Yay! Creality high. Wow, that's bright. Never shine 680 lumens in your face because now my vision's coming back. Wow, that's freaking. That's great. Oh, here you go. This is the one, like rainbowish, but I don't know. It's tricky to figure out because it's like triple tap, double tap, no tap, tap tap. But now I'm just trying to put it back. As you can see, even I'm having trouble. Let's shut it off. But yeah, there's our print. It started, which is great. Probably, that's the, yeah, it's gonna work its magic while I figure this thing out. I may have to watch my own video. But anyway, put in a comment, lights out, and you'll be eligible to win this light. There's a video that actually shows you how it works. As you can see, it's not as intuitive like most other lights where, you know, you just press the button. Oh, nice. Interesting. So that resets it. Great. So that's that. Again, full version of me. Put in the comments, lights out, and this will be yours. Well, sort of, because it's going to be a raffle. Bingo raffle. If you're familiar with them, you know Afix seems to be winning all the prizes on the channel, which is great. Good for him, but it could be good for you too. Yeah, back to our show. Got about, how much do we have left on the print? Maybe 40 minutes. It's nice, it's a shorter print this week. In the meantime, I'm going to make a thumbnail for next week's print. Oh wow. Yeah, totally. We'll call Ken.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey Ken, we're live, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Hello out there, TV land.
Yeah, what kind of car did you get? Ken got an RC car. Welcome to the club.
Oh, it's the Hyper Go.
Right?
1x16 four-wheel drive.
Oh wow, four-wheel drive. Oh, so you're gonna be like in the, you probably want to go in the back of the woods.
No, it's like your car.
Uh-huh.
But it's smaller, and it's supposed to go to like 40 miles per hour. I tested it in the house. Oh my God, it's like so fast.
Oh, you got to be careful with that. Yeah, 40 miles an hour, that hurts. I remember my kids crashed my car into me, and it hurts when you get hit by one. Literally.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be careful there.
Yeah.
But that's great. Yeah, we can definitely have, and it's a basher, right? Or no?
It's a what?
A basher. I mean, like it's like you can crash it, flip it, you know, like just like we were doing with the other car.
Yeah, it's kind of like yours. Has big wheels on there, knobby wheels.
Wait, but hold on one second. Let me actually let me find my keyboard. I'm gonna be a keyboard warrior. Not really. I'm not fast enough. Hold on, we're almost there. One moment, please. Read only. Me. Okay. What is the car again?
It is the let's see again. Hyper Go.
Hyper Grove.
Go. Neo.
Oh, hold on. H1.
Yeah.
Hyper Go Neo.
Geo.
Geo. Just Geo.
Yep. See anything?
Looks like a drift car from Italy or something.
A what?
Looks like a like those Italian drift car racers, or.
No. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, with big wheels.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Go to
Oh, it says
all.
MJX RC.
Oh yeah, MJX. Okay.
RC.
RC. There's no like other numbers or no?
No, that's it.
MJX. RC. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like a basher, so you're fine. Oh,
There's
no,
a light
meaning
in the front too.
what?
There's a light in the front too.
Oh, wow. So you can do night riding. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like yeah.
So I'm looking to mount the 360, one of my 360 cameras on the top.
Oh, okay, that works.
Just as, yeah.
Oh, but then you just have to. You're okay with crashing your 360 camera?
Yeah, that one has protection. That's okay.
What about a charger? Do you have a charger?
Yes, it just goes USB.
Oh, USB. No, also you don't doesn't require like a LiPo battery or anything?
I don't know. This is like is it like a 2.3 battery or something? Because I know they have 2.3 and 3 point something battery set. It's supposed to be stronger. It's kind of small. It's kind of small, but it has a fan inside of the car, so it must blow a lot of heat.
40 miles per hour. That's pretty fast for a little car like that runs on these kind of batteries. Yeah, so let me just check the battery. We'll have to check it.
Okay.
But you want to make sure if it's the kind of battery we're looking at right now that you have a smart charger.
Oh, I'm just using the charger that they provided.
Yeah, that's how you burn your house down.
Oh man.
Yeah, because well, don't go jumping on Amazon just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so my RC car came with the charger, and when the I don't know if someone plugged it out, right, and then plugged it back in, it's going to charge all over again. It's going to pick up where it left off and then keep charging, keep charging, keep charging. And that's how those batteries can explode. Now with the smart charger, it just stops when it's done. Like it just it knows, and then you just come back. Well, you never want to leave the house when any kind of battery charging. But yeah, that's how my house almost burnt down, because I was like, I'll just charge it. And then the contractor was putting a 120 fan on a 220 line, and he kept blowing up the thing, and the battery kept charging and charging and charging. And then I assumed like when it was done, it was done. It was done when I was watching TV in the basement, and there was like a fire down here. The shit just blew up. So yeah, so just be careful with those chargers. Keep it someplace where your kids can't get to it.
Oh man, this lately they have the e-bikes fires. It's scary.
Yeah, this is different though than an e-bike fire. This is just it's a lipo. Well, similar, but the e-bike fires were just, I don't know, those are recall issues. This is like your house is gonna burn down from like careless issues,
Right.
just from just oversight or not watching your stuff. But yeah, you'll be fine. Just charge it. Don't charge it today if you're not flying. If you're not doing, driving it today.
No, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm just trying to set up the camera. That way, I'll be ready with that. And it doesn't work just driving around,
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna send you a link of it. That way you can see what it is.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just got it. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me
You can see the battery too. It comes with 2 batteries.
But don't go crazy buying a charger just yet, because you might you might realize this was fun. I got it out of my system, and then you're like, I'm done, and then you return it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's see. I just wanna. But if you like it and you see yourself doing it again, do it. Yeah. I would definitely. Hold on.
It was pretty cheap too, so.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, cheap. $127 is still a lot, but nice.
Really? For a remote control car?
Well, like not everybody has that kind of money to spend on. But hold on. But no, it's still good. Like I would buy it. Hold on one second. Samsung.
Maybe we could check on what type of battery. We can see a picture of the battery.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. All right, looks like
those 2 LiPo batteries. That's what it says. Yeah.
Wow. Yes, you would need a. This is cool because it's upgradable. I see a lot of these. I see a lot of them doing the ramp stuff with this particular car.
The max speed is 42 miles per hour, and you could get a 3.0 also.
Wow. It's amazing how they've come a long way and made them more affordable, though.
Yes. And big wheels, so you can like kind of destroy.
Oh, it's a 2S. Yeah, big wheel. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you definitely, when you're ready, like if you like the car, I would. Oh yeah, interesting. I never saw a LiPo battery being charged. I've never charged LiPo batteries without a smart charger, but I've never seen this setup before where if you like it, you're going to have to invest in a LiPo charger.
Okay, just to play it safe, right?
Yeah, because it cuts off when it's done. It knows. The newer chargers, like the one I have, it tells you how many cells are there. You don't have to configure it. It just knows, and you just press start,
How much is a unit like that?
Hold on.
This is the car.
Well, it'll cost you more to when your house burns down.
That's true.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
SKT spectrum.
They show some guy on YouTube. He charges one of his batteries, like a lipo.
Right.
And then his garage burned down. You can believe it was on camera.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've seen some of those videos. Overall pick, probably about $74.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't know which one to get because, you know, I have what I have from a couple of years ago and it still works for me. So I don't know what the latest and greatest is. I would probably join one of the RC forums and see which one is the best choice.
I think I might have a lipo charger somewhere from my older drones.
Yeah, it should work. It just might require
modification, right?
Yeah, whereas the newer ones, they just know. You plug it in and you just, you know, it knows 2S, 3S. But only if you like it. If you like it.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I might start looking for a new one too myself. I might have one in my shopping cart. I put a whole bunch of stuff in my cart from my dream wish list. Yeah, it's like remember Joe Dirt is like, oh cool, 1964 Camaro, oh my, and the guy puts him in the well. He's like, but you can't afford it. Why do you just keep looking at these cars? But the newer ones, the newer lipo chargers have an on-off switch.
Oh, okay.
So you look for one that has an on-off switch. Mine doesn't, but you don't want that headache. But you know, because I hate plugging out like my air popper for popcorn. I hate plugging it out just to get it to work. You know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna look for one. Maybe I'll get one next year, but I don't see myself buying one now. But we're still flying, you know, drones and stuff. But
I want a bigger car.
Well, maybe. Well, would you buy it on Amazon or no?
Yeah, of course. That's the best place to buy it.
Oh, so then, I would try it, and if you like it, trade it back, level up. You know.
Right.
Because Amazon has the return policy, like you know they're not gonna blacklist you. Like, Ken, you keep returning all your stuff. Sorry, you're done.
Yeah, but I give them a lot of business, so.
Yeah, there's so many lipo chargers to choose from. I know I have one in my wish list. I was fascinated with the fact that it had an on-off switch. Let me check my
The lipo charger I have, I'm sure it's a lipo charger because the older drones, it's got the name brand I have, but it's aluminum casted, that charger.
Oh wow. Yeah, the upgrade, get the new one. You want your lipo batteries in an aluminum casket. So that you should. Oh yeah, speaking of that, you need a lipo bag.
Oh, I have those too, but I have never used them really.
Yeah, you just put the batteries in there. That's all.
While you're charging, right?
And when you're not using them either, so that if they blow up, you know, your house doesn't go with it. So here, I'll show you on the live stream. Are you at a computer or no?
No, I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I'll share with the audience. Full version of me. Alright, so this is a lipo bag. Inside the lipo bag goes your batteries so that when they blow up, your house does not go with it. Anyway, so yeah, a 2. Because sometimes it just happens. Overcharged or from flying drones, you know, crashing them, they just get damaged. This might be a little too much, too many lipo batteries in one bag. But yeah, you don't want to put, in your case, those 2 will be fine, but the lipo bag is supposed to be indestructible so that your house doesn't burn down. I learned that the hard way by almost burning down my house. Because when you first buy these RC cars, you see it just comes with a regular charger, not a smart charger. And if let's say someone trips over the cord and like, oh, looks like Ken's charging his batteries. I'm sorry, I'll just plug it back in. So if it was at 75%, where so it got plugged out and plugged back in, it's still going to keep charging and pushing beyond 100% because it doesn't know when to stop. And then once it just keeps charging and charging and charging, before you know it, shit just goes boom. And then if it happens in the garage or if it happens to me in my shed, I'm fine with it because the shed is concrete. You know, you've been in there. So if there's a fire in... No, the gas is actually outside in a little the garden thingy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that one the hard way because I put the gas kits in there. I was like, oh, I'll just keep it in the shed. And then what happened was one day I went into the shed and it smelled like gasoline.
Oh yeah.
So you never want to store gas inside. Maybe you can depending on the container, but for me, no. So don't put gas in the house unless it's from your ass. So unless you have gas,
So I see you live now, but
yeah.
if I turn the phone down, right?
Yeah, or just turn the volume down.
All right. You don't hear an echo, right?
No, I don't hear an echo because someone chimed in. Who's that? So I heard a ding. Yo, I didn't hear no bells. So I got a notification. Hold on. Oh, Ken. Hey, Ken. That's Ken. Except I have to go to the chat and do it. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it. Okay, oh, it's echoing.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can go back and watch that part later. Hold on one second. Let me yeah.
Pull off of YouTube.
Yeah, let me just. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's you. Hey, what's up?
So what are you doing? The 3D printer of the week right now?
3D printer of the week. It's gonna be on Tuesdays, and then we'll take it from there because you'd like for it to be scheduled so you can plan around it.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, but your car looks great. I mean, like, this print is, hold on. Let's go, let me see how much time is left on this print. We could go today if you want.
I gotta go, let's go later on in the afternoon.
Oh, bring it here, yeah, because it looks like it can go in the grass. We have exactly, 39 minutes left on the print.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go shop for shoes for my son.
Oh, I hate that. Well, sort of, depending on the kids and the wife.
Yes.
I would buy my kids shoes and be like, oh, like, great guys, isn't it cool? They're like, yeah, we love them. And then mom sees them. She's like, why did you buy them those shoes? They picked them. I didn't. I just paid for them. Like, well, why those? I'm like, I don't know. And so then she'd wind up like returning them and buying ones that she liked. I'm like, but you're not wearing them. They're So then they're like, then they're on board. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, Daddy doesn't really buy good shoes. I'm like, what? They got like freaking hookahs or
Oh wow.
Well, they were on sale at REI. You know REI's closing, right? It's going out of business.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And so they're not gonna hire movers to move their stuff. They're gonna
Garage sale it?
Yeah, garage sale it.
They're closing the one in the city too.
They're closing the one in the city. They're closing the one in Paramus. They're closing the one in So be on the lookout for more sales. I have my eye out. They're doing new bicycles. I don't know. I have to sell their old ones and then use the difference. So it's sad though. Like, what the New York City one? But if you read the article, it says they're making a lot of money. So I'm not sure why they're closing it. Like if the store is profitable.
I don't know. It's tough, with Amazon these days.
Yeah, that is true.
Service,
Yeah, I would do that sometimes. Sometimes I would go to REI and take pictures of stuff. And I remember one time I worked there.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
really?
back in the day. Yeah, when I was younger, I worked at the one in Soho,
Oh,
and I hated it because the retail thing is like the schedule was never consistent. They were like, "Hi, could you come in today?" And and they're like, "No, I was planning on going hiking today." And like, "Well, we need you. We're short." So it's like you could be not scheduled but scheduled. It's like you're like a flight attendant. You're on standby
jeez.
all the time. Oh, you're on standby all the time. But one of the things they tell you about the loss prevention, they would in the orientation, was that not everyone like looking at the item for a long time and taking pictures is stealing. They're cross. What do they call it? What do they call it? Like price checking. You know, seeing
Oh,
what they could do, and they're like, there's nothing you can do about it because if someone wants a price check, don't stop them. Um, but
right.
but yeah, I used to do that. I used to price check, go in, take pictures, and I used to do that with my kids because when they would go, they would be like, "Oh, this is really cool, guy. I want this. I want this. I want it now. Give it to me." And I'm like, "No, it's expensive." And then I'd be like, "I'll tell you what. Let's take a picture, see how much it costs on Amazon, and if it's cheaper, we'll get it there." And 95% of the time, we wound up getting it from Amazon because it was cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
but
can't find my electrical charger. I know I have it here.
yeah, you won't. I can't recall. Well, I don't. I still don't know why. We'd have to ask like an FPV expert. Um, why there's no on-off switch? Is it auto power off? Oh, nice. There's one with an auto power off, so that's good. That one's $100.
Hmm.
But let's see if they have one. That's a Ovonic. Ovonic's pretty good. Hold on. I hate those unboxing videos where there's like music.
Oh, thank God I didn't use the music on my unboxing video.
Yeah, no, I like your unboxing video where you yeah, no on off switch, just an auto on off. Let me check my cart, my Amazon cart. I can't wait to drive your car.
Yeah, you try it out.
Yeah, but no, you tried it at 40 miles an hour. Remember, you can do some serious damage.
Yeah.
But before we put the lid on, I want to see what kind of parts are in there. So be
Okay.
prepared. Like a lot of times with these RC cars, they're
Yeah.
designed for bashing, um, and sometimes when you bash it, shit might break. Um,
I could send you a picture right now of it because when it comes off.
yeah, but no, you should be okay.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, fun stuff. I have to play with yours as well because I have an old one, remember? And I was asking about the batteries I had. I'll leave that alone. Get this and I can just play with it
Yeah,
now.
but you might like the Clover FPV one. Oh yeah, because you have the what do they call it? The goggles.
Yeah, that's another story. That's different. That's a different investment. You
Yeah.
know?
No, I know. That's if you like the car.
Right. Yeah. Let me see right here. Hold on. So what are you printing now? I'm not watching the stream right now.
A fidget, just a fidget toy. Hopefully Ivy likes it. It's it's a pleasure fidget. Pleasure. It does this. Here, I'll show you. One sec. One moment, please.
One moment, please. Please be seated.
Here. It does this. This is printed at with 15 default infill. But now I'm printing it at 10, so they have like a little spinner
Yeah.
that does that. And then you have this one that turns, that does like a little clicker.
Okay.
This one works alright, but
So I just sent you a photo.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. One sec. And then this one, you just want to just bounce up and down like a little, like if you're anxious, you can do that. But this one I like. I like this one because it printed, and it spins. A lot of times I don't, you know, some prints that have moving parts you don't get so lucky. But even the middle one spins like really nice and like many times. Then you have a little sensory thing here. You can do that. And then these were the colors it was printed in. But I don't know what's going to happen at 10%, so we'll see. 10% infill. Infill is like what's inside. It makes it empty. So like here, I'll show you 0 infill.
Did you get the message?
This is 0 infill. 0 infill is like, it's empty inside. Yeah, and then you have, that's the, I forget what this filament is called, the flexible one. PET G, I think, or TPU. We have another half of the rocket somewhere. And this is, so this one's with PLA. See? So we did a 10% infill. We could always cut it up and see what 10% does instead of 15, but this is 0. So if you want to make your prints hollow and fill it with something, right? You just fill it and then you drop the bomb. Anyway, oh, we got a ding, another ding. Oh, look, we got someone. Hi, I have a question. What layer height are you currently using? That is a good question. I don't know. Oh, currently for this one, I'm using the default settings. Hold on, stuff only. Let's see. 1 second, please. 1 moment. Full version me. Samsung me. Transition. All right. So my default settings that I'm currently using are. The only way to find out is to open the file again. Hybrid. We're printing the pleasure stick. See, this is it right here. And I never customize any of this. And then we go back into, oh, we are in Creality High. Interesting. The print bed does look a little different. So I always use the default settings. So if we go here to prepare, layer height is 0.2. I never change anything unless the print suggests to. So that's it. And if you want to go here, see? Here, layer height is 0.2. Except I can't, like, why can't we see? Why is that like that? Like you can't see the mm. But by default it's there. I just don't know why it's. Let me try that again. Press it. See, this little scrolly thing is covered. Shouldn't be there. Anyway, yeah, so layer height is 0.2. We're using defaults though, and we're not changing it because the only thing we changed, I believe, was the infill. That's it, according to this print. But here we'll chime in and let them know. Let me get my keyboard. I'm gonna be a keyboard warrior. We are, let's say hi. Hi. We are using the full layer height, which is 0.2. Whoops, where's our chat? Which is 0.2. Never change it unless the creator of the STL recommends it. So like, unless the creator of the STL recommends it, then we change the layer height. We usually leave everything according to specs, and sometimes you don't have to change it because look, you can leave everything as is. Here, I'll show you. 1 second, please. One moment, please. So, in the beginning of this print, we changed it according to what the creator of the STL said, but I left everything as defaults, and it printed just fine. Printed. I didn't have to do anything to it. And even the one in the middle, look at the one in the middle. The one in the middle freaking spins. Usually, sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes you get this if you don't customize things the way they say you're supposed to. Oh yeah. So this one worked really well. This one, I believe. Oh wow, didn't have to be put together. Sometimes they work, or sometimes you get this if you don't adjust it accordingly. And it all depends on who the creator of the STL file is. And this one, I like the guy who created this one because the only adjustment I had to make was the how big I wanted it, transformation. So it depends on the STL file, but it's hit or miss. With me, I'm like, I wonder if I can make it smaller. And I'll make it smaller, and then you wind up with something like this. Right? It just won't work. It turns into like an onion. And then sometimes you can just adjust the height and width, and then you get something like that. You know, this one's a ring, so you want to make your STL file compatible enough so when people print it, they can print. As you can see, it doesn't fit me, but it fits my kid. But if I can print one for myself and adjust it. So again, it all depends on the STL file. Some will make or break the experience. But in your case, what are you printing? I wonder what they're printing. Hold on one sec. Maybe they can share us a link. What are you printing? Just going to put these back. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So remember, in this particular case, we only changed the infidel. So I'll put this back. I don't remember where this was. I'll put that one here. No, we'll put. Oh, I can put one here. Yeah, so. Base. Ken, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow, Ken's still there. Ken bought a new RC car, but he has to go buy his kids' shoes today, so, you know, I know that feeling. And what filament are you using? The filament I'm using, you know, I don't remember the name of it. I made a video on it. Hold on one second.
Hey, I'm gonna watch you on the YouTube now.
Okay, I'll see you later, Ken. All right, bye.
All right, so I jumped it off. All right.
All right. One moment, please. Hold on. We'll put this here. I have to go back to the video because I actually was sent some filament on a YouTube collaboration, and you literally cannot tell the difference between the Creality or the high quality filament. It's like night and day, but the price is so cheap and affordable, like to the point where I'm gonna buy from there now. But the only downside is that the colors might be slightly off, and I'll share with you that in a second. Like, they sent me yellow. This is what you see the yellow? That's not yellow. That's freaking orange. So, you know, just be prepared. Blue might be gray. I think the blue, you can't go wrong on the blue. But anyway, let me find that video so that we can, and it's in there. Like, I just have the filament in and set to go. It's locked and loaded. Let's see. One moment, please. Here we go. There we are. And go here. And then go here. I'm just going to close that, close that, close that, close that, close that. And now let me just click on the filament and see. Good thing you asked, because because I can't even, like, I don't, it's such a long name. It's not like Creality. It's not like bamboo. It's Gyro3 Fidget, right? And they have their filament prices are just phenomenal. And if you watch that video, I printed something. I printed the maze cube, which is somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. I printed this thing, and my daughter has one upstairs. And we put them side by side. So these colors came true to form, except for the yellow, which is like orange, but you can't tell the difference. Like literally, when you put these side by side in the video, scrub through it. You don't have to watch the whole video, but you can just scrub through and see the cross comparison. It's like you can't tell the difference. Let me go to Samsung Me. And here we are. They're always having a sale, but the filaments are not expensive. Let's see, we have filament and resin. See, PLA. $8. Not $20, $8.59. You cannot go wrong. And the only thing you can go wrong with, as you saw, they were like, we'll send you yellow. Or they already have the gray out of stock. Gray is a great color. I love gray, because gray you can paint easily. So in your case, probably white, you know, if you want to paint it. Oh, but they have, oh look, they have other gray, color gray, and what color is that one? Oh, color silver. So there's a big difference between silver and gray. I don't know, I just see gray. But let's see what we have here. Hold on. Let me just close this out. Full version me. Just want to go into my email and see what they say. protonmail.com. And go here. And go here. I just want to find their email. And go to search. Go there. Sometimes the emails don't come from like Gyro3 system, Gyro3, whatever it's called, .com. See, no, I don't see it. Gyro3 system. Ah, there we go. So now you will see Samsung. This is from the collab. I do a lot of collab. I get like 3 minimum collaborations weekly. It's hard to keep up with them. That's why you see videos pumping out, you know, which is great, you know, because, you know, people want filament. People want, let's see what we have here. Thank you for your proposal. Let's see. That's just the email from them. How to by Lou. Video. To send your Conjure filaments to try out. Let's see. See, they sent silver and yellow, and then a couple other colors. But on the box it says yellow, but it's not yellow, it's freaking orange. So, you know, just be prepared for that. They have yellow right there. Maybe that's orange, right? I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. It could be a packaging. They might be having a fire sale because all the packaging is wrong. I don't know, but the filament is phenomenal. Let's see what we have here. Like literally, we're using it right now, and we used it on. Hold on one second. Swedish Forge. This is your week. Oh yeah, and here's the print. Here it is. Did I share that link? Let's see what he says. I'm trying to print a spinner, and where there are rotating parts, they stick slightly. At layer height 0.2. Any recommendations? Well, let's see. Send us a link to the STL file. We can try to help you. Swedish Forge, this is your moment. This is actually 3D print of the week. Thanks to Swedish Forge, and every week viewers and subscribers send us their print. And see, even this one was expensive. This freaking Ovid 3D print was like $35, $40 with shipping, and these filaments are phenomenal. They're only going for, I'll put this over here, they are only going for $8.60. I mean, I want to buy more, but I can't because I have, remember, if you saw that video, I took all my filaments out and boxed them, right? Actually, here, speaking of box, hold on a second. Yeah, send us your STL and then we'll see what we can do. Oh yeah, so this is the one. Here's the packaging where it says yellow. Here, I'll hold it so you guys can see. So, and this is a JMG filament. But it's from, I don't know, Gyro3 Systems. JMG printer. Anyway, filament. But it said yellow. That's not yellow. Maybe it's this is yellow right there. This is yellow. Yeah, send us your STL. We'll see what we can do. Sometimes it's your slicer. Open it in the Creality slicer and do your printer, and I'll show you why. Hold on one second. Every slicer has default settings. Our print actually, oh, I thought it didn't finish. And I'll show you in a second. Check out that video. It's going to be the next week's 3D print of the week. Let's go back to our 3D print of the week. And we're going to use this one. We're going to download STL, right, and then download it, and then go here, close this, we'll save it, yeah, we can save it, it's fine. And then now, if I go to my zip file, we're downloading the same file as an STL file, but opening it up in a different slicer. Watch what happens. A lot of the default settings are changed. Make sure you're using your printer. Make sure you have hold on one second. Samsung me. Make sure you have your correct printer, like here Ender 3S1 Pro, which is another printer. Make sure you have the correct material. Strength, density, you know, in this case it said 10, right? 10%. Watch what happens when I slice the file. Hold on one second. See, it already sees an error right there. There was like some red. And then we got an error right here. Like I said, sometimes your slicers, we can add a script, but what else is there? That's a thumbnail preview for the Creality. Anyway, let's slice it and see what happens. 2 hours. 2 hours and 19 minutes. And it's just the slicer, you know, like it just, versus, if we go back to the main one, right, the one that we have here. Choose our printer. Ender 3 S1 Pro. It just realigns it to the printer positioning. Slice plate. And if we go here, 1 hour and 22 minutes. Right? So that's a big difference. And I think like I didn't read it correctly, as Brian would say. 2 hours, 19 minutes. You know, just anyway. So yeah, so that's a big difference. So the slicer, you know, try a different slicer. Try the bamboo slicer. Definitely not the Creality slicer. I like the Creality slicer because if you have an issue with the print, like you're having right now, they jump on it really fast. So the only issue we'll have here is signing in. 1 second, let me sign in and I'll share with you why. Like if I can't help you, reach out to them. They are phenomenal. But we can try on the live stream and see what happens. Please stand by. For quality and training purposes, your call might be monitored and recorded. Okay, now that I'm logged in, I can go back and Samsung me. Alright, so if I go here, so if you download the Creality slicer, slice your file, and then go here into the forum. Because as you can, they jump on it in maybe 2 or 3 hours. They will they'll answer you. And so as you can see, I was having issue with my supports, like RAF supports, and it was the slicer. And then I was having issues with here. See, and then I'll share the solution with you guys, right? And then I just tag them. But there was one that really they were super helpful on, and it wasn't me. It was the STL file. Hold on 1 second. Which one's that one? This one, Nova. Yeah, this is some parts were missing after slicing it, and what would happen was on this print, it was like red, like there's an error, and then they gave me like this whole scientific solution. I'm like, what? I'm like, can you explain it in layman's terms? And then the guy just fixed the STL file. Slashy the cow, he's like a moderator. He jumped on it and he fixed it. And it wasn't me, it was the STL file. It was just funked. Sometimes you'll buy an STL file and you'll download an STL file and you'll be pulling your hair out just to find out it's not even your freaking printer. It's the STL file, which is a bummer. You know, like if you don't know, this is like advanced tweaking, troubleshooting, and when it comes to 3D printing, like I'm not even at this level where someone can send me an STL file that's corrupt. This STL file was corrupt, and somehow he fixed it. Like, yeah, here's like the hard source code of like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, literally, you're like, oh yeah, just to modify your characters list in the section whatever, change the union, and like, all right, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I don't have access to that software. So defunct STL files can be fixed. And this is, yeah, that's what was happening. Like all these errors. It would only print the stand, which I have somewhere around here. So it would slice the file, right? Although I have him over here, but I'll share with you. Anyway, it's somewhere. I might have given it to one of my kids, but here. At the end result, we got this. So it wasn't printing anything. It was just, whoops, it was just printing the base. And then he fixed the STL file so that now we get the full print. I should download it again though, because this is a really cool print. That would make a really cool 3D print of the week, because you can paint them, and if you like characters like that. One of our viewers likes stuff like that. I think it was Swedish Forge. Let me download it though. Download the file. I'll leave a link to that here. So if you have, it could be your, you know, like I can try here, but if it doesn't work, go here. Go to slice it in Cura. This is where they know you tried, right? Because they're going to ask you for the STL file. And if you send them the STL file from like a bamboo slicer or a Creality slicer, they'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You know, like it wasn't even sliced in Cura. It wasn't even sliced in our software. How could you? You know, so slice it in Cura, send it to your printer, and then see what they say. Oh, look, we have some Egan's. Oh, Egan's 360 again. But I want to download this one again. The one that they fixed. And if I go to the video, go here, it should bring us directly to where the download is, which is here, like where the div tag is. I guess there is no div tag. Bringing us to where that STL file. So it's him explaining it. I'm like, what? And I hate that. That's why I don't do a lot of 3D prints from I'll show you. I'll share with you the site. Let me just find the STL file. When I look at the source file again, apparently whoever created it has not ever even printed it. Yeah. Sometimes they use AI to generate these source files, and then you print them, and then you have a shitty experience, and then that's the beauty of AI. I think they're doing that with a lot of product though. ASMR, that's the final solution. I tag him in there because that video would not have been possible without his help. But now I can't find the file. I hope they didn't delete it. Yeah, this is a software, not this software, but a different kind of software. Persa Slicer, see, showing how your prints can just go defunct. It's called Firmware Online Repair. This is like a repair for your STL file. But if you got to repair the STL file, you shouldn't be sending it to your printer. Idea Maker, Real Simple. Here. Ah, there it is. Space Explorer, sure, no problem. Can only attribute those who help provide a solution. A lot of STL files on there seem to only work. Okay, Space Explorer. Yay. See, even the moderator got the same problem. This is what was happening. See that? It's like an X-ray mode. And then here you go. Yep, there it is. Player character posed fixed. Alright? And download it. I want to keep that one, because I might do that one for another 3D print of the week, because I love that one. I'm going to maybe paint them. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So that is that. Again, go to the Ultimaker Cura if we can't help you, but send us the link. Let's see if he sent it. I'm just going to close this. Close that. The print is still going. it could be your slicer. Hopefully it's your slicer and you have better luck in the Creality slicer, right? Shift and slide, mark a bait technique. Go there. And then let's see how much time is left. Oh, nice. 95% left. Yay. Details. How many minutes is 95%? Oh, wow. 2 minutes. We're almost done. Let's see what Ken ENG says. Filament. Well, it depends. Hold on. Let's see. And what filament are you using? I'm trying to print a spinner. We usually print everything here in PLA. You should be able to print in whichever material material you choose, but when downloading your STL file, it is usually recommended what should be used. So yeah, I would say, you know, you got to use what the creator of the STL file says, unless it's supported, right? Like you have here. Let's go here, right? Make sure we're in the right window. When you click it, right? Or sometimes if you scroll down, it'll say, see, Bamboo Lab PLA, but we're using Creality PLA. Sometimes they designate the experience so that it only works in the Bamboo. This was the other nightmare. Remember that? It didn't work like that. Shit was jammed shut. And if you go here, right, you highlight it over. See, it says PLA. And sometimes, whoops, see, AMS, PLA. What is AMS? We've never had AMS filament images. I don't know. Anyway, check the file where it was downloaded from and make sure that you're printing it in the correct material and also the walls, etc. And in case you need help there, I'll show you. Where are we? Where is Creality? Here. Go to prepare. Tap your thing. The first one, layer height. So you want to be here. Oops. See that one. And then if it says layer height, whatever, put that number in, right? If it says walls, in this case, you know, more or less, you do that. Infill, we only change, in this case, in this one, we only change the infill to 10. It was at 15. So if we revert it back, that's the default. And if you change it, right, let's say I put 10 in, you're going to see an orange. So if we see an orange, that means you changed it. Maybe you forgot you changed it. You can reset it, put the defaults in. But send us the link because we can try printing it here. Maybe. Let's see, what is he trying to print? What layer height are you using? Thank you. What are you trying? Oh, a spinner. I'm trying to print a spinner. So yeah, we should be able to send us the spinner. We can try it, and if we don't finish it on this stream, we'll go live again and you know, share with you the solution. But we have until the kids come back from school today. Your current product, we'll save that. So yeah, again, slicer makes a big difference. Send us a link. Sometimes these STL files, as you saw, even Slashy the cow shared that, you know, it's just fucked up, you know. Send us the STL file. We And maybe, yeah, and then we could share it with someone like Swedish Forge, who's has more experience than me in printing. We'll share it with whoever, you know, like we'll put all the great minds together so that you can get your spinner going. We'll try to help you. Okay. It looks like the print is done. Yay! Let's see what we have here. Reality high. Wow, look at that. Now the moment of truth. Check it out. Kind of neat, huh? This is it. That's the prime tower. It's still hot. Usually if you wait, well in this case you'll have to wait a little bit for your print to cool off, and I'll explain to you why in a second. Full version of me. If you don't wait for the print to fall off, especially something like a fidget, something with moving parts, they're easy to bend, right? Which is fine, so we can flex it. See that? We're gonna flex it. Not the original print, but the prime tower. And then it's gonna be stuck like that. And then if you have something that has moving parts, good luck moving them, because remember when it's hot, we took it off the bed too soon. So to avoid that, bend it a little, let it pop slowly. And if it needs to be cooled down, you cool it down. Because remember, it's got moving parts, and once you bend it wrong, it's not gonna. This is a vacuum, but I use it as a fan now. I'm like, it doesn't really work as a vacuum. It's like a gimmick I've seen on TV. Should do a video for that, right? So I was just grabbing the other pieces that from our yellow printed Q-tip thingy. Let it cool off a bit. So when you cool it off, it just works better, and it allows your prints to come off the bed easier, or more easily. All right, now we're locked and loaded. When the apocalypse comes, everybody comes to my house. We got all the weapons you need that don't work. All right, Dave. Everyone goes to Dave's house. Dave's locked and loaded. Now, voila. And usually, if you let your print cool off, you'll see me. Sometimes I'll live stream or show a video where you do this, and that's when you let it cool off. I could see why they suggested 10% infill, because let me put this back. Hold on 1 second. The build plate. I could see why they suggested, as I was saying, 10% infill, because I'm doing that and the parts are already moving. Like literally, look at that. I'm not doing anything. Whereas this one has 15% infill, and off the print press it had to be unlocked. Like I had to press it and unlock the parts so that, you know, it would actually start moving. But look at that. It's already freaking moving at hot off the press. And you want that, right? But sometimes you got to check out the layer height. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. We got a lot of waste. Yeah. Not as much as I thought. Here's the filament that went to waste. I'll share with you. Let's see. Stuff me. Stuffing. Yeah, so not so much. That's another reason why we don't do multicolor prints here, even though I have the multicolor CFS system. Like that's a legitimate print right there. That could have been this could have been somebody or something, right? But unless it's like this layered, you know, it's pretty good. Look at that, amazing. Now I don't know. Oh, I was like, now I don't know which is which. The one that was printed before has a black marker, 15%. I marked it because it wouldn't spin all the way. And I'm like, how do you know when it's gone all the way around? You know? You don't. So yeah, let's see what we have here. So look, right off the press. So this is the old one. The only problem with that one is that, see, it's hard to turn that one. I'm like, well, how do you know it's moving? Because it doesn't feel like it's moving unless it just feels like it's bouncing back, but you can follow the black. So let's see here. Let's find out. So hot off the press, it does that, which is phenomenal. The other one had to be unlocked. And let's see if it works. Let's see if the center. Oh, the center one works. Oh wow! See, and look at that. It's all the way. The only thing I could have used a little more green, but let's see if that one, the middle one, spins like the other one. Look at that. It spins. The one in the middle, without having to be freely and like nice. And then this one. Let's see if we can get it to do. That's cool. Now, this one of them has to, I think they both have to be unlocked. Yeah. Oh, nice. So that one's unlocked. This is like a little, I'm feeling anxious. I can just press this. I like this one. This is from Swedish Forge. Thank you. Every week we have 3D print of the week. Oh, wow. This one works better than the other one. So, what's his name? MH. Actually, let's see if we can copy that. Go to channel. User CSMPZ. Send us your stuff. Wonder what that translates to into English. Let's see. Copy. New. 1 second. Google. Translate. Enter text. Bulgarian. Milini Donovich. Milin Donchev. Milin Donchev. Send us your stuff and we will help you. We can't help you if you do not send your stuff. Remember the cove? It's alright, it's okay. Somebody help me. Alright, so that one works. So we will help you. Come on, send us the stuff. And this one I like because I could see why they suggested the infill of 10%, because this one moves better than the other one. But this one you got to just like tap like that, and in case, then we could actually see it moving, and we don't have to mark it. Wow! So the infill makes a big difference on whether or not the parts are going to be fully functional while moving. It just allows it to spin more freely, whereas this one, when I printed it at first, I was like, let me try it. It's a little bit rougher. It doesn't have that freedom, but this one spins nicely in the middle. On that. Let's mark it. This is a great print. Send us your print if you got one. I'm next in line, so next week it'll be me, but next week after could be you. So there's the line, right? Or I don't mind bumping myself if we get another good one like this one. This one's from Swedish Forge, or Milin Donchev. Send this to us. This is pretty cool. So see, you can see the black. I'm not sure what this one is called, like this kind of fidget, because one of my kids has that one like this, and when she has one in the car, and when she does that, her sister's like, stop it, it's so annoying, that thing. She's like, what what's happening? What? Stop what? Literally. So I could see how this one can be a little bit annoying if someone is not, crazy about it. But it's a fidget, so it's actually soothing to the person who's actually spinning it. Like, oh my God, that feels so nice. And they're like, stop it. Stop what? I'm relaxing. Literally. And so this is a great fidget because if the sound of that is bothering someone, they can do this one. And that they're having sensory issues, they can do this right there. See, kind of cool, huh? They can do that. And then if they want to have fun, sometimes this could be annoying. I noticed with some of the, like, what's that sound? This one's nice though because it's not loud because it's so small, and you could be really quiet. And then just do the one in the middle. Just hold it like that. Look at that. I love that it spins. It works right out of the box, right off the press. Whereas this one is a little bit loud. Can be a little hurt the person who's not engaged in it will find it annoying. Interesting. I was just looking over here. Yeah, and that's it. Kind of neat, huh? So you guys have a chance to win this. Just put lights out in the comments. We have one here. If you're in the UK or abroad. Abroad means person who lives overseas. So that's what we mean by abroad. So if you're abroad on this channel, not dude in a dress, or it could be dude in, it doesn't matter, but meaning abroad. If you're someone overseas, we usually send a gift card. So there'll be a drawing. And then the final drawing, whoever's in the U.S. Because shipping is expensive. We can't ship. This thing would cost like $100 just to ship alone. We did that. I think it was Markabay. We sent him a plaque. We sent him one of these. And it cost me more to ship this to London than anywhere in the U.S. It was like $5 in the U.S. to ship. And then, I don't know. So shipping's expensive, but you are eligible to win if you are abroad, meaning if someone who lives overseas, we just send you the Amazon gift card. Okay? So just say lights out in the comments, and the drawing will be held before we do next week's 3D print of the week. And this is an amazing light. Great for camping or hiking, or even keep it in your kitchen drawer. I believe, well, I'm not going to shine it in your eyes. It has multicolor. Double tap, right? And then double tap it again, goes back into regular mode, and that shuts it on and off. And remember, it's 680 lumens. That's really bright. And if you look at the video that I actually, the company I did this for, it's bright. It lights, like, it's a great emergency flashlight. So you don't have to go hiking or camping to have something like this in your home. Turn it on and do one, two. So double tap increases your brightness. See, double tap, and then we don't want that. And then one, two, three, and then we can do like that. So the double tap adjusts the intensity of it, something like that. You'll have to watch the video because even as you can see here, I'm having trouble with it too. I do believe that turns it on, and then we can see, holding it, adjust the brightness. You'll get used to it. You probably don't want it to be probably like semi-bright in the beginning, but it doesn't remember your to keep it bright. Shut it off. See, by default, it's going to revert to the basic settings. I'm going to charge this. One tap turns it off, and see if it holds its charge after like a couple of weeks, because I did say you can put it in your drawer. Yeah, Swedish Forge, this is great. 3D printing. Lou, how does it work? It works great. When I find a really tough challenge, I'll send it to you. It shouldn't be easy for you, Lou. Well, this week was. Just hold on. Just put the words lights out in the comments section of this video, and next week there will be a drawing on Tuesday before the next print goes live. And let me see what your gift card will be, because if Swedish Forge did win it, Melin Donchev, send us your file. All right, so let's see, Amazon.com, and we'll type it in. WURKKOS works HDO3. Nice. All right, so this is it right here. So again, if you're abroad, overseas, meaning if you are a person who lives in another country and not here in the US, as you can see, this light is about 20 bucks. So if we draw you in the bingo, let's say for example, this is how we usually do it. Okay, each one will be assigned in an Excel sheet a number, and the first one that comes out is I-24, right? I-24 is you. So if you won and you're overseas, we will send you a gift card for $20. That's it. And then hopefully, you know, you buy your light with it, because it is a really cool light to have, especially nowadays. You could add it to your doomsday prepper kit, but good luck charging it when the power grids go down. Actually, no, you could use a solar charger, yeah, to charge it. It might take longer, but actually I have one of those laying around somewhere, but nowhere to be found. Where is my charger? Don't you hate when that happens, when you got something and then there was actually supposed to be a video for that? Maybe it's here. I should put it. Oh yeah, it's a power bank. It's a power bank. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for this one. So I've had this forever, just like I've had those drones forever. In case you're wondering which drones I still need to make a video for, we will. We have the Clover FPV, but then we have these two right here. I have to do a Frankenstein on them. Fully. The Pablo Fermento, which I've had for months, if you've been following me, and the sub 250. I have to put the 04 air units in them. Light. And then we have this thing. Because I'm so backed up, people keep sending me stuff that I can't keep up with them. I need to and then this one's heavy, but it's a power bank. But it's solar charger. But I should do a video on, I think it's 3 years now, right? Look at solar. Oh yeah, you can see. And then it's just a solar power bank. And it is, I believe, I used to have these back in the day when I would go hiking and camping. USB-C, nice. And then it has USB connectors. So yeah, you could do this, charge your stuff off the grid. I have to go over the specs of like how many milliamps and how long it'll take to charge, what it's going to charge. But I want to do, you'll see another video coming out. I want to do my Garmin light. I'm being sent another light from my bike. night light, 1000 lumens, which is freaking insane. I might do a giveaway for one of the other lights because I don't need that many lights on my bike. But I do need night lights, like because I do a lot of night rides. Like last night, I went riding at 10 o'clock. I didn't come back here until 11 or 10:30. I left. I got back here. So you want those lumens. So I'm going to be doing a review on those lights, and then the Garmin backlight, which is really cool. And so yeah, you are eligible to participate. Swedish Forge, but remember, just leave a comment in the description of the video. You know, when you go to the main video, not in the chat. Chats don't count. In the main event, like right here, I'll show you. I'm gonna do a transition and then go how to buy them. Hopefully we're still live. Actually, let's do this because we're using the program Afix recommended. Let's see, 5215, and that's the beauty of mini cams. Lights out, yeah, but you got to put it here. But don't worry, I'll remind you. I'll send you an email. I just want to watch this for a second. Oh, but before I do the 5 again, full version of me. Transfer over. Oh man, I missed it. 5215. Hold on. Where is... When I see full version. One moment, please. Transfer over. Oh man, I missed it. 5215. Nice. All right, so it is the software. We won't have that issue with Discord. Not Discord. Afix did suggest us getting a Discord, but we're not there yet. But we're using Streamlabs. Streamlabs, there's no delay on the sync and the audio, which is just freaking awesome. It's great. And oh yeah, so I was trying to explain to Swedish Forge right here and go, where's my keyboard? But I wish I don't have it, but I would have to drill a hole into the desk. Where they have them though, I think, where you have you don't have to keep doing what I'm doing. Anytime I need to show something, right, I put my keyboard down like that and on the floor, then I gotta go like here and there. It'd be cool like if I had like a little thing under here, right, and then just popped out, but there's like a little thing, it won't work. I'd have to move some stuff over. Keyboard retraction system or whatever it's called. Ken, hey Lou, take a look at the photo. Oh yeah, let's see the photo that Ken sent us. But hold on, let me just go to Swedish Forge and let them know where the where it has to be. And I don't think you'll be able to post in the right now. So there's a difference between the comments, right, which is right here on the live chat, and here. So once the video's done, just leave a comment in the description, okay? And then you'll be eligible. But I know you'll do it, so it's fine. And then we'll put you in the Excel sheet and we'll assign you a bingo number. Ken, we're doing a raffle / give. Well, scroll back and you'll see what you need to do to participate. All right, I'm not going to make it that easy for you, just like Swedish Forge said to me. Well, anyway, so that's it for that, right? So now we're just going to go here and close that out. I love this new program. Thank you, Afix. Afix is like FPV Unknown, and so you guys too. You help us and in the shadows, like Bullets Over Broadway. If you've ever seen that show. Yeah, and so that's pretty much it. This is great. We'll go back to this one right here. Samsung stuff me, and then switching cameras. This is great. I like this print. And remember, we have a 3D print of the week. This one is really nice. Great if you love fidgets. We do a lot of printing fidgets on here. This one worked really well right off the press. Sometimes we don't get that lucky. Well, we got lucky this week. literally. But there was another more complex print that Swedish Forge had sent us, but too many moving parts. It probably worked better on for Easter on that one, that egg contraption thing where you would color your eggs on the spinner thing, but not ideal for this. So try to, maybe you can keep it themed too, like with, now we have Halloween coming up, right? Then we have, I guess, the New Year's coming up, something. But you could never go wrong with a fidget, because the fidget can be printed any time of the year. There is no right way, right day, wrong day, no day. Every day is a holiday. Oh look, and it even has a tether thingy, which is great, because I could see this one being on your keychain, waiting in line at the Department of Motor Vehicles, waiting in line at some government office where things will take forever, and just getting anxious, and you just have your little fidget here, which is just great. You know, and of course there's this one, like anyone, doesn't really matter, it's always going to be annoying to the person, but you can see it spinning because we marked it, right? And then we can see, oh, it's hard to tell if it's spinning unless you see that little dark thing that we marked it with the Sharpie. And I believe that's it. We did it. The 3D print of the week. And we're going to next week. Oh, next 3D print of the week will be Tuesday at 10. Whoops. Next 3D print of the week will be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless something changes, you will know. Usually it would be on Wednesday, but Tuesday works good because it's just better that way. Then we have that right there. Full version of me. Transition. Intro. And then we have here. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, Swedish Forge. Send us more prints. I like how when you guys send us the prints, we have many to choose from. Options are great because sometimes when we have many prints to choose from, we can do on a rotation that, let's say, Swedish Forge has this print, and then maybe we'll choose another one of his prints that was sent to us. I'll have to look and see, or maybe not. You know, Aphex sent us a few too. I know one of the prints he sent to us we wound up doing, and the other ones maybe not. So, you know, give us a selection, but we will definitely choose one of them. And you know, find one that works just right for you. But it looks like we have another one coming our way from Swedish Forge, but the next one will be for me. I'm next, but I don't mind bumping myself in line. If you guys send me one that's worthy of printing, all your prints are worthy of printing, but I just you know, I want to turn, it's my turn. But if it's really cool, I'm like, I gotta have it, and I'm like, I want it now. So yeah, drawing, I'm listening. I missed the drawing. No, you didn't miss the drawing. All right, so here's how it works, Ken. What's that? You have linked incorrectly. That is my old YouTube page. Oh, okay. Which one? Because there are two. Actually, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. We'll just go. Swedish Forge 3D printing. So we'll go here. Go to your channel. Oh, I have to open up my chats first. Hold on. Where are my chats? My chat bots. Hold on. I'll do it really quick. Just need to find. There it is. It's in this window. And then we'll go here. One moment, please. So before we close out, we'll just go back here. Samsung me. Transition. Whoop, where did it go? Oh, it's probably in another window. There it is. We'll go here. Swedish Forge. That's probably why he didn't get tagged. Go to channel. Right here. And then we'll go here. And then here. Copy that. And then go here. Whoops. And then we'll go to my channel. Actually, should be saved. I'm bookmarked. Go here and then go to edit video. See, oh yeah, look, we have Swedish Forge and Photo 727. So I presume it's this one, Photo 727. Is it Photo 727? Yeah, okay, and then I'll save it. because we don't want to send people to your old page. Check out his prints, really cool prints. He likes printing stuff like this too. He's like these little. Maybe I'll do this one next. Maybe I'll do this one for the holiday. Full version of me. Transition. This was nice if you can paint that. This is just phenomenal. One of my favorite ones. You might like that one if you like characters. Nova. What's it called? So I don't know. A Savage Planet something character. Whoever that is. Oh yeah, Cults 3D. Keep away from Cults 3D. Some of their shit's garbage. Some of them is good, but it's luck of the draw. Cults 3D. To the point where it's going to be hit or miss on whether or not your print's going to work. You'll wind up pulling out your hair. Some of them are good. This is where I started in the beginning, and as you saw, a lot of their STL files will wind up on the Ultimaker Cura forum for the moderators to fix, because they freaking charge you for these prints on Cults 3D, and half of them turn into spaghetti or onions and shit like that. So yeah, do at your own risk. But they're really cheap. They're only like $1.99, and whatever they cost is what they cost. But sometimes that can be expensive. Not right now. Thanks, Lou. Yeah. All right. So great. That's it. Thank you again, Swedish Forge. Shout out to you. Check out his channel if you like those kind of prints. He live streams a lot too. Check out the live stream of sometimes Swedish Forge live streams. Markabe does live streams too of his prints. Really nice printers. He's got Afix probably, but Afix is usually private. Ken, we got to get you on a 3D printer or live. We're going to check out Ken's car, RC car. That shit, 40 miles an hour is fast, and you don't want to get hit with that. But we're going to get him set up with a charger if he decides to keep the car. Any RC car or drone you buy that has a LiPo battery, you got to have a smart charger, because preventative is always cheaper than damage control. If you have a power outage, power goes out, battery will continue to charge and then poof, blow up. That won't happen on a smart charger because it knows when it's done, but never leave the house when you have those batteries going. And that's it. This was 3D Print of the Week. I hope that this video helped you. It helped me a lot because I'm going to bring this upstairs and give this to one of my kids who loves fidgets. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. And I don't just say that as part of the closing statement. As you can see, we do take your ideas into consideration. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. That's it. The show's over. We are finito. Adios.
Sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, baby. Too good for